Hi, welcome back. So yesterday I asked people on my Instagram what you wanted to see me do a video about or blog about, and one of those were like Sweden versus England or UK. So I thought that would be a fun video to do today. So I'm just gonna do a little quick and fun video. I hope you will like it. So we will start with the differences that I have noticed. So for me, like one of the most annoying things is the miles. So I think like I'm the only one, or like me and all my Scandinavian friends, but like for me 1 mile is 10 kilometers, but here is like 1.6 kilometers I believe. And I still like sometimes I just like what? I just remember like one time me and my friend we went to the gym and this lady came up to us and asked like, oh, I want to go to the cinema, is it far from here? And then my friend was like, oh no, it's not that far, it's just like a mile away. Or just like a mile? Like you can't walk a mile, can't you? And it just turns out that it's not. But I don't understand, because you could literally say like it's about 1.5 kilometers away. Like I don't know, for me it's just because I grew up with that 1 mile is 10 kilometers, which I think makes more sense, right? And the second difference is also like the left traffic versus the right traffic. For me it's like doesn't really do that much because I grew up in Thailand as well, and we're driving on the left side there. So for me, like driving, it comes naturally when you sit in that position, except for like maybe when you're blinking and stuff, but you will get used to it. I think what's like difficult though is in the beginning when I came to the UK, I would always look at the wrong side of the way. And also like when I've been to Sweden for so long, I come back here and I still like don't know which way to look, or when I come back to Sweden I still look at the wrong way where the traffic goes. So it's a bit confusing, but nothing too bad. Okay, and also to stay in the car wise, you do miles per hour, while in Sweden we do kilometers per hour, which is I mean, I know like first year me and my German friend Tis, she had a German car here, and we were always like, oh well it's something, like we just always do approximately how much we could, how fast we could drive, so try to convert miles per hour to kilometers per hour. So yeah, that's also different. And then when it comes to measurement, in Sweden, or like I went to the IB, we always counted everything in the metric system. So here I find like people use feet or foot and inches. I don't really know, like I should probably learn that, but for me it's just like I always been like used to the metric system, so that's also one thing. One other thing that is different is like at home we are really strict at recycling. I think Sweden we are really conscious about the environment, which you are here, we are here in the UK as well. I think it's been really nice to see how much we care about the environment. But like at home we have small recycling stations where we have 8 divisions, so it's like hard plastic, soft plastic, carton, I don't know. So newspaper paper, normal paper, metallic, colored glass, uncolored glass, and so forth. And you recycle it already at home, and then the car that comes and collects the litter just comes and collects it, and it's already recycled. Whilst here, I don't think it's recycled to that certain extent, but like correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it's because I live the way I live. That's why we don't recycle that much, because I live in a little studio apartment. And that comes to a story when I first moved here. So literally Sainsburys, it's across, I can see it from my window, and first of all, I don't know why I couldn't find it. I could see it outside my window, but somehow I thought like my building was built like my window was on the back side of the building, but my window is actually on the side. So I just went on the back side and it was like nothing. And I was like, where is Sainsburys? And then I walked around the whole Sainsburys because it's like built up, and I don't know, but finally I found it and I got in, and it took me like 2 hours to find yogurt because in Sweden they sell yogurt in Tetra Pak, so it's like a big pack of like a milk package, like almond milk package, like 1 liter, and it's really nice. I just have it, like it lasts me a week and I can have it with my cornflakes. So I wanted to do the same when I first moved here, but you don't have that. I think like maybe it's because I live in Plymouth. I guess you have that in London, and and it took me like 2 hours, went around and around and trying to find it. And then I just had to accept that I had to buy this small plastic 1 portion, which is nice, but it's just like waste of plastic. And I had to buy like 5 of those, and they are quite expensive when you have to buy many. So that was like the first thing I noticed. It's like, oh wow, the supermarkets, it's different. It's not that much different, but it's like this small difference you notice. And then I came to pay, and my mom gave me like so many like cash. So I went to pay, and he said like the sum, and then he said like pence, and I don't understand pence at all because in Sweden we only have whole crowns. So it's like the highest, like the lowest coin we have, it's 1 krone. We don't have pence, or before it was öre. We don't have those anymore. So I literally gave him my whole wallet. I was like, take whatever you need. And he's like so polite. He just took whatever he needed and then gave me back my wallet. And yeah, that's really that's also really the first difference. And also when packing here, it's so in Sweden we have that you put the products, that the things you buy, with the barcode against you. So when the cashier is beeping, those things go so much quicker because it's already there. But here it's like everyone just put everything on the band and then just go. And also like in Sweden we can pack in our own time because they have like this divider, so you can serve like 2 customers at the same time, while like 1 packing you can still like do the other customers stuff. But here I found that it's not that popular because I know like every time I've done it, every cashier is like, oh, that went so quick, and I just can't pack my stuff quickly because I just put the heavy stuff first and then the light stuff in the end. And so I did it so many times. I put the barcode against me, but I try to use all the space, of course. And then every time, almost, the person after me just push my stuff with a divider, so they all like on top of each other. So just like, why don't you just put your basket on there? But I don't know. That's like one thing I noticed that is different. Yeah. The thing that I noticed that it's like different, I also talked this about with a Swedish friend of mine that lives here, is that we find like people are kind of more polite here in the UK, whilst in Sweden like I say hi to my bus driver like every day, but like maybe 1 of 5 bus drivers says hi back. It's just not that. But here everyone is like, oh my lovely. It's like, oh yeah, that's also a fun story. Like me and my friend Lorena, she came here like the same week I moved to Plymouth, so I didn't even know like what was going on here, and she was so nice to come and support me and to send me in. But we went like everywhere. We went to Sainsburys, like the supermarkets, like everywhere, and we had a cab home and stuff like that. and they all were like, alright, and we were like, oh, everyone is so nice here. They just always ask if you're alright and take care of yourself. But I got to learn that's just something you say. It's like saying hi. So it's like, oh, okay. I mean, it's still nice, but it's like, oh, okay. They don't really care if like what my answer is. It's just so funny. But and also something they say a lot here is see you later, which is I think I quite have adapted that too. But yeah, they don't really mean that they will see you later. So it's fun. And also in Swedish, when we're asking for how what's the time, we say hur mycket är klockan, so which is like how much is the time. And every time I say that, everyone is like, oh, 5 pence or like 5 pounds. It's like it's just like this like small where they're trying to direct translate the Swedish sentence to English. It doesn't really work, so that's also quite funny. But in overall, everyone here is so much more polite. So when I go back to Sweden, I used to be like, oh, why is everyone so rude? But I think like Swedes like to keep it to themselves. So, which is like nice. They are really nice people, Swedish people, when you get to know them. But like, I don't know, we just like to keep it to ourselves. Yeah. So like one of the last thing I just wanted to touch about is Fika. Everyone that knows me I love my Fika. And Fika is like a Swedish concept of having a coffee, but we have those a lot. So we will always go to a nice cafe or pasterie, I think you call it here, but it's a bakery for us, and just have like a nice bun, like homemade buns and sweets and sandwiches or anything. It's like a cafe, and we have some coffee to it, or like it's also like for co-workers, and we just bring cookies and cakes and stuff, and it's just really nice. But here I haven't really found like a nice Fika place. I guess like for me it's not the same. It's like if you go to Sweden you will understand what I mean with all cakes and stuff. So I really love Swedish pastries and Swedish cakes and or semla and prinsesstårta and kanelbulle and all of those. I just miss that a lot. So like to conclude this video, I do love both countries very much. I love living in England, and especially in Plymouth. I have the ocean so close to me. It's sunny, it's nice, it's just like, it's just so lovely. I'm really lucky, and I'm so happy I ended up in Plymouth. And for me, I found that this place makes me so happy. It just makes me so calm, and I feel like more at home now here. And everything is so close by. You can walk everywhere, and I have Cornwall so close to me, and go on hikes and in the moors in Cornwall. It's just super lovely. And what I love with Sweden is like the nature as well, and also I think I grew up there, so I understand the structure, and it's really nice country, and I feel like it's the education and everything, it's super lovely. And yeah, I think all the countries have the pros and cons, but I do love both countries very much. And